Alright, this is a reminder. If you are solving for cubic equation, yes, you can press a calculator to check what are some of the possible solutions and use a convenient value. But please remember to include the step for factor theorem, which is what I'm going to showcase over here. Upon reading the question, the keywords are factor of this particular polynomial. Based on that, we are supposed to show another polynomial of this form. First, since it is a factor, we make use of factor theorem. But before that, I need to denote my polynomial. After denoting my polynomial, I write down what is the factor. Since 2x plus p is the factor equate to 0, this means that the value of x is negative p over 2. When I substitute that into the polynomial, factor theorem tells us the remainder is equal to 0. So let me put in the value and replace the x by negative p over 2. Let us simplify the equation that we have right now and see if we can get to what the question actually wants us to do so. Alright, carefully simplify everything. Since we are doing a fraction, it seems that I have to multiply everything over 2, everything by the original denominator 2, so that we do not require a fraction. Yes, we are able to reduce to what is indicated in the question, and from there, we are supposed to find the possible values of p. Since this is another new cubic equation, we need to solve this cubic equation in terms of p. Alright, we have used fx, but this is in terms of p, so let us start a new polynomial by defining it by Gp. I can use a calculator to see what are the possible roots first. Seems like the possible roots are negative 3, 2, and 1 respectively. Alright, I will always like to make use of a negative root so that the factor I deal with will be positive. So in this case, let me make use of factor theorem now, which is the essential step that I require to write for the first method mark. Take note, this step that I've just written in red is very critical. This will tell you the use of factor theorem. Alright, when you substitute negative 3 into this polynomial Gp, you will get remainder equals 0. That is why this is the factor p plus 3. So from there, we can do our long division to find out the quadratic factor. If there is a missing term in the cubic equation, I will always like to make use of 0 so that I know what is the missing term. Then go about doing the long division. You are expected to get remainder to be 0. After that, write out your linear and quadratic factor together before solving and do the necessary factorization again. Okay, clearly by the use of zero product rule, we will be able to get the respective value of p. And remember to indicate your final answer. So we are done for our solving. In cubic equation, it's not just about solving. Sometimes you may need to know how to factorize a cubic equation of the form that I just indicated over here. Alright, if each of the term can be written as a bracket cube, you can make use of this particular formula to actually do your cubic equation factorization, which I'm going to do right now with this question 5. First, 8x cubed can be written as a bracket 2x bracket cube. Do likewise for the second term. Notice, once I make it of a term of a bracket cube, I can make use of the formula on top. So in this case, it seems that I'm going to make use of the portion in red. Alright, let me replace my a by 2x and replace my b by 5y. Okay, after you have carefully replaced your a and b by the respective terms, what you need to do is just to simplify all the terms inside the square bracket. Alright, so there you have it. We have completely factorized this cubic expression.